What's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be on some rumors, and I know I was supposed to be doing a Greninja GX case file opening today, but I definitely will get to that. But I think these rumors are far more interesting because I think this is the most interesting thing I've ever heard about a gym leader. But before we get into that, roll the intro. Alright, as always, guys, I'm going to put whatever I'm talking about up on the screen, and we're going to jump right into it. So, Pokemon Master League. There are 7 Pokemon gyms across Galar. 7. That's extremely interesting. I like where this is going. We've always had 8 or 16. That one time, though. Moving on. Every year, that team scouts a Pokemon trainer, and they are the representative. Travel to the other 6 gyms, defeating the gym master and collecting a piece of a coat of arms. Okay, so every year that team. Okay, so I think they mean that league. So because the first thing they said was the Pokemon Master League. Okay, so I guess it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't. Defeating the gym master and collecting a piece of coat of arms. Coat of arms falls in line with the whole night aspect of the Galar region that we're expecting to see because Britain. The representatives that complete the task compete in a final competition with one another for the championship cup. It sounds pretty cool. That sounds like it's heavy into the Olympics. It sounds like the Olympics right there to me. So moving on, the player character and rival Sean. Wow, they actually gave him a name. They gave him a definitive name here. Live in Death Star. Live in Death Star Town. American English. Big fans of watching the Pokemon Master League on television. That doesn't sound like anything that's completely out of the ordinary. I mean, Ash and Gary were huge fans from what I understand of the Pokemon League. The first thing we saw was Ash watching TV in his room about it. So after receiving starter Pokemon, decide to both attempt to win the championship cup for Death Star Town and put it on the map. Effectively, you're the 8th gym. That's what I was talking. The thumbnail was about this. That's all I read, and I was like, okay, that sounds awesome. I read a little bit more. I'm kind of lying, but that sounds amazing. This is a new twist on it. 7 gyms, and you yourself are the 8th gym. So I guess you're like a traveling gym leader. It kind of sounds like you're living the story of Blue from Pokemon Red, Blue, and Fire Red, Leaf Green. Professor Poplar, a definitive name. Again, Sean and Professor Poplar. Those are definitive names for sure. That's sounds like you're being extremely specific about something. I'm not sure if that makes it seem more likely or less likely. We'll move on though. And becomes another rival aiming to win the championship cup. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped something. Professor Poplar studies the interaction of plants and Pokemon. Fair enough. Daughter and assistant Christy is battle obsessed. Both of them. Okay, so that means you have 3 rivals. So another definitive name, Christy. Oh, that's Crystal. That's an L. Crystal. Okay. And becomes another rival aiming to win the championship cup for Death Star Town. She carries around a potted plant sticking out of her backpack that is an unknown species. Appears to react positively to Pokemon battles. That sounds like Nebby. I don't know if anyone else got that vibe, but that sounds like Nebby. Okay, we'll keep going. Gym masters include Heather, another definitive name, fire type. In addition to being a gym master, she's a skilled mechanic who works on trains in her spare time. Okay. Seamus, water type. That's a very, very water type name, Seamus. Wow. Gym master who is well regarded for his good looks. Shoot, grass type. A star baseball player from Unova. He decided to switch professions and prove to be equally good at Pokemon Battle. I can't read today, guys. I don't know what's going on. Must be late. It is pretty late here, but they're giving us definitive names, and they're just going down the list and giving us gym leader names. This is definitely going to be fake. This is way too early for all of this to be data mined, and if it is, I would applaud this person. Wow. New fire Pokemon, Rosetail. Red squirrel Pokemon with a large tail that acts as heated blanket. It can use to keep its young warm as well as roast nuts. That sounds like a pretty cool idea for a Pokemon. A squirrel whose tail is on fire. Kind of sounds like Cyndaquil. Okay, new ability, Flambe, which increases the effectiveness of HP restoring berries. Heather uses it in Sword but switched with Fletchling for shield. So are they saying that Fletchling also gets that ability? That's extremely interesting for you to just Flambe sounds like it's something you get from generation 6 though. X and Y. Isn't Flambe flambeing food like a French thing? I want to say that it is. Don't quote me on that though. New normal Pokemon. Snoop Up. Lillipup. Snoop Up. Got it. Bloodhound with huge ears covering eyes, but big nose. Okay. That sounds like a Herdier. Isn't that what? I don't know. He's not a bloodhound. He's like I don't know what kind of dog that is. But that sounds like you're describing Herdier or the evolution. A popular Pokemon in the Galar region among elders due to its ability to find lost items. Has pickup and frisk as abilities. That sounds like the typical normal type thing. Which ones? I think the Zigzagoon has pickup, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. New rock Pokemon. Is it Cavity or Cavity? Cavity. A monstrous mouth of I'm not even trying to pronounce that word. Stalactites. I tried though. And Staglemites? I gotta look at these words. These are new to me. That pretends to be a cave entrance, devouring those who enter. Whoa, that's pretty metal, not gonna lie. New ability, Shallow Hole, which traps Pokemon in it with biting moves. That sounds like Trapinch with the Arena Trap, but it's activated through a move that you just like bite or crunch. Okay. New Poison Ice Pokemon. That's pretty cool typing. Viris. Don't know. A dangerous virus frozen in a prison of ice. It emits smoky gas and is dangerous to breathe. Sounds like a terrible Pokemon to have. Sounds like it'll kill you in your sleep. I'm not gonna lie to you. New ability, Black Ice, which causes all vulnerable Pokemon to be badly poisoned when it's hit by a fire type attack. What? It's an poison ice that has a fire type ability? Okay, so I'm not gonna put too much thought into that. I'm gonna call them fake immediately. Just, they're fake. And Ditto follows you around. I don't know about you guys, but a Pokemon whose main purpose for the last, let's see, like 6-7 generations is to hatch eggs or being used in breeding, following you around is kind of creepy. Okay, so can transform into the 3 starters and follow you. Grookey can climb objects, Scorbunny can explore narrow spaces, Sobble can find underwater caves. This is fake. This is 100% fake. That is complete nonsense. This sounds like the premise of a spin-off game starring Ditto as your partner Pokemon. This is fake. Transforms into ride Pokemon as well, including riding Rapidash, flying on Staraptor, and surfing on Feraligatr. I would assume that they would, instead of giving us those Pokemon, they would probably give us newer ones, but that's just me. I'm guessing Generation 7 they didn't really give us newer ones because I don't think any of the Generation 7 Pokemon were actually ride Pokemon, were they? I don't think so. I think all of them were from previous generations. Alright, fair enough. Also transforms into D-pad, an iPad-like device that acts as the pause screen with a mix of gimmicky features such as a real-world planner with useful functions such as type chart, tutorial videos, town map, also the home of all the Wi-Fi features. Pokedex is a normal Dex this time around, resembles Switch a bit and can dock into Pokemon Center PCs. The Pokemon Center PC's docking thing with the Pokedex sounds like a pretty cool idea. But the part that the Ditto turns is basically the Poketch or whatever it is that you want to call it for this region is it's kind of asinine. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a ridiculous. This is, wow. Come on, you gotta do better than this. You find 18 elemental armors in the game that a Pokemon can hold based on the types. 1 Pokemon per battle can armor set. Sounds like a Mega Evolution. As far as like the 1 Pokemon per battle, which I don't doubt they're probably gonna do anyways, but still. On that turn, they protect. What? You mean you armor up, you boost your stats, and you get a free turn just to do it? So what if they're running protect and they have armor? They then become corresponding type defensively, but have stab based on natural type. reduction in speed, but defensive boost corresponding to old type, physical, and special. Distinction reversed, meaning fire and water get defense up. Fighting and bug get special defense up. Also bonus abilities based on armor. Fire can burn on contact, grass heals on grassy terrain. These are some really detailed lies. Wow. They put a lot into this. I know I may seem harsh by saying these are really detailed lies or just blatantly saying they're lies, but I think this is way too far-fetched. I don't think I'm being too harsh. Well, I'm being biased because that's just me, but I don't buy any of this. I am sorry. I do not buy any of this. Next. Most Pokemon receive color correspondent aura effect around model with armor set. Some Pokemon have unique looks. Sorry about that. Unique looks. Some same armor design regardless of what type, but the aura surrounding them changes color. Rapidash wearing horse armor, Electivire gets Gigantor armor, and Minchow looks like he came from Dynasty Warriors. Merely cosmetic bonuses and don't grant additional bonuses beyond what the armor normally does. So it's like Mega Evolution. Some of the Pokemon, or Z Crystals, some of the Pokemon get special ones and some of them get generic ones. Okay, alright. Galar region is the birthplace of Pokemon battles. Okay. Used to be violent gladiator battles till two warriors were engaged in a Pokemon battle that lasted an entire year, neither one giving an inch, with both teams of trainer and Pokemon expiring at the conclusion of the fight. A technical tie, their weapons and armor were crafted into two suits of armor, representing them and being held in high esteem. This led to Pokemon battling being revised to be more honorable and rule-based instead of chaotic battles. Sword legendary is Divine Assault Pokemon, Ramidus. Shield legendary is Heavenly Guard Pokemon, Ramidus. Terrible names. Terrible names. Both pure steel type and are living suits of armor. Ramidus is blue and more streamlined, while Ramidus is red and bulkier. Exists as their own Pokemon but also can be turned into E-armor. A Pokemon equipped can transform into wielded Ramidus or wielded Ramidus. These are the same living armors, but I think that's the end of it. Don't worry guys, I found the rest of it. So we're gonna go over these last two and that'll be the end of it. These are the same living armors but Ramidus. That's not a whole sentence. Alright, so these are the living armors but now have a black wolf creature actually wearing the armor. In this form they have the stats and steel typing of Ramidus and Ramidus but retain the moves and normal stab of the Pokemon wearing the armor. These are the forms seen on the box art. I'll add I don't know when or where this info will be divulged, but I assume at or by E3. So all of this is going to be at or by E3. All of this. The gym leaders, absolutely everything. Wow. I would be extremely impressed. I think these are fake. I think that'll do it, guys. Thank Detective Grookey for these. As always, I think that'll do it. Dom,